Milky. Love that.
Well, I wanted to get you on. Because you're all about positivity, but
Fuck that.
you hate gays, so that's a big thing, and racist.
I grew up in rural Queensland, man. Yeah, that's what we do. You know, we're cunts.
Yeah.
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 Perfect. No, cool. All right, that's sorted. No. No. How long have we known each other now? What's that been?
Too long.
5
I
years?
don't know.
5 years.
5 years?
I remember you don't. 2020 came to fuck it up.
Was it 2020? It wasn't 2021? No, it would have been 2020 because the world hadn't totally turned upside down yet.
I think it was 2021 actually, maybe. You're right. Because then I had Amelia in 2022. And I was only with the building company for a year. And
The company that shall not be named. Evaporated. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Taught you everything I know.
You did?
Everything you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember our late night conversations back at the office, and we'd stay back doing what you do now. You just like getting people to think a bit more than what they're doing. I think I was being a deadbeat, being a tear, sleeping around, and you were just like, you know how much energy you're wasting doing that? I just hadn't even thought of it like that. I was like, yeah, right, fuck.
Well, I'd just come through the same thing, like that period of my life where I was doing nothing but chasing
Women.
Sexual gratification, and it destroyed me.
Yeah, how old were you then? Or was that early 20s then?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was more the end of my 20s. I think it was like 27, 28 when I was going through it.
I wasn't getting any work done. I was just on Tinder all day. I was fucked. Trying to line up a bunch of dates for the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really got into the dating apps, but it did take up so much of your time. I think it was like you realising you're having the same conversation with different people
again and again.
Again and again. That's what you said to me, and I don't know why it's such a dumb thing to not think, but I was like, fuck, yeah, like this person I'm never going to know in 12 months' time, and I'm having baseline conversations that I could have with like anyone else, or you could, like you did, find a partner and then just build on it instead of just not build, just like baseline, move on, baseline, move on. Such a waste of time. And you met Jeff, and then you and Jeff have been going.
Me and Jeff have been head over heels.
Who's gorgeous, by the way.
Forever. Yeah, amazing guy.
Yeah. He did all the lighting.
Yeah. Why do you have to make this so uncomfortable?
I don't know. I've never seen you look uncomfortable. You always like thrive in fucking uncomfortable environments. You know what you look like? Is you remember when you...
Go on.
Yeah, yeah. You know you fucking look like... Is... do you remember trying to get me to read out to you? Because I'm
read
dyslexic.
Out to me?
Yeah. Like, because I'm dyslexic, I don't like reading in front of people. Do you remember doing that in your office?
I remember taking the piss out of you a little bit, yeah.
Oh, you were kind about it. But, I mean, do you remember you were like, yeah, just like read the phone script in front of me. And then I was like reading it.
Oh, it was part of the training.
Yeah, I wasn't even training. You were just trying to, you're like, oh, man, it's just a script we do. Like, it's up to you if you want to read it or not. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I was reading it. You're like, hey, just read it in front of me. And when I was reading it, I was like this, like on the chair. I was just going to shut up and I was just reading it really angry. And you're like, look at...
I do remember that. I do remember that, yeah.
And you're like, do you just think it's... like how you're sitting, man? Like, you look so angry, like all tensed up, not even relaxed. This is the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
We just went straight into that. Old mate left and it's like, the party's on. We're here.
It's just two mates chatting.
What are we doing here again?
We just have a chat, mate. Talk about life, stories, things that have been going on. What's been going on with your life?
I feel like the power balance has shifted between us. I always feel like obviously you're bigger than me. Jiu-jitsu,
better.
Not black belt, but
purple now.
Average. Could probably snap my neck if you wanted to pretty quickly. But I always felt superior to you because I, was your...
You got wisdom.
Trainer at the company that shall not be named. And now I feel like you've taken that role of, it's like, now I'm the boss, cunt. That's why I'm feeling really
podcast.
uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen you look like that. It's
No,
funny.
it's good.
What's been going on with you? I know what's been going on with you. You're getting married.
Get married in a little over 3 weeks, yeah. Which is exciting. Mostly really exciting, mostly really positive. There's an element of nervousness, more so than anything, just hoping that the day goes really well, like wanting it to be an awesome experience for Sarah that, you know, she can look back on fondly.
Yeah.
She's anxious about being the center of attention because that's not at all her nature.
She hates that.
Yeah.
Who's going to be at the ceremony?
Not you.
I gathered that. I'm not at the bucks or the ceremony. I just get to come on for some hors d'oeuvres. Grab a couple of finger foods, Alex, and fuck off.
Well, it's pretty much my family, it's Sarah's family, and like...
Well, your family's like 30.
My family and all the partners and then the children.
Oh, shit, so it's still a decent amount going then.
There's like 35, nearly 40, 38 or something.
I was thinking there's going to be like 15, so yeah, it's right.
No, we really tried to keep it small. Like, we thought our whole wedding party would be like 35, but we had a list of 150 once we wrote down all the names we wanted to bring. So you made the third cut of people that we wanted to come. There was a lot of names we had to cross off the list to say you can't come. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe all those people are going to be pissed off that my partner's coming.
Well, you know.
I
was going to ask you about that. Is that why you cancelled dinner on me? You got a better offer with the new missus?
What dinner?
Tonight. You said we're going to have dinner.
She flew out to Bali.
Oh, really?
Flew out to Bali yesterday. No, I'd keen to have dinner with you if you want. I just thought... Yeah, go get a... Well, actually, it's up to you. We'll chat about it after. Probably boring on the podcast, but I just got all my ribs tattooed a week ago, so I can do all the cold plunges, but I probably wouldn't be able to do this to sauna, which is shit. Yeah.
Why not? You can't sweat too much?
If it's an open wound, it's not good for the cut.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. Good investment. 50 grand in the pot, and I'll get it back.
Is that on the whole body now?
Whole body's 50 grand, yeah.
Jesus.
Smart.
I'll get it back.
Yeah.
You get real famous for your tattoos or something.
Yeah, it'll go up. No one on the Gold Coast has tattoos.
Really rare.
No, not any dickhead. Yeah, right, okay, so that's a lot. I was thinking that it was going to be like, 15 people, but that's a lot for Sarah. For anyone, but
it's a big
someone
group
that
of people.
hates that.
Yeah.
Where are you actually getting married?
Same place. So at Casuarina, place called Oceans, or Summerleys Ocean. It's a big house, big retreat sort of style house.
Looks beautiful.
And we'll get married in the garden. Fingers crossed the weather's good.
Yeah.
And then we'll piss off and get some photos and stuff like that. And then you guys will arrive, be on time.
I will be.
And then Sarah
Ask
and
your friend Tom.
will return. Yeah, he's tough. As man and wife. And ceremony will begin 5 o'clock, something like that. Ceremony reception will begin at 5. So it's all at the same place, which is it's what we wanted. We didn't want to have to like
fuck about,
get to other places and yeah.
How many people are at the party?
78 or so total.
Wow.
So bigger party. We just decided we're going to get a DJ. So we got a DJ and a muso coming because we're going to do just like a cool playlist, but then started getting stressed about the music and who's going to like, what if the music fucks up at some point and or the vibe changes and
true.
You know, so someone to just be on it and control the energy a little bit. So
yeah, right. Is it a mate doing it?
Nah, we got this local group called Janda Events. They have like a list of musos you can choose from. Sarah's sister Laura got married this time last year, and they use the same company. So
yeah, right.
They came recommended, and it's cool.
Yeah,
Look
right.
forward to it. Be good.
What I wanted to ask you, what ring are you gonna go? Are you going?
I really struggled with that, because I don't wear jewelry.
No, only your
I wear this Aura ring, but monitor my moon cycle. But apart from that, I really don't wear jewelry. So I did struggle with it. I ended up actually getting a ring from a pawn shop because I was just like, I'm a bit of a tight ass, as you know. Thanks, Dad. And I went to all these jewelers and they're like, just for a plain gold band, they're like...
Are you going to go gold?
Yeah, I ended up getting a rose gold one, like a thicker, it's like 5 or 6 mil thick. Is that thick? That's probably not thick. You wear these fucking knuckle
No,
dusters.
I was just more laughing because I was just thinking if it was just fucking massive, it just
Huge.
doesn't suit you
I'm
at
too
all.
dainty.
Yeah.
I'm too small
You said it.
to wear big to wear big rings. So I shopped around and they were just all difficult to deal with and overpriced. And like gold isn't that expensive.
And
so
what were you looking at just for just a basic ring?
like $1,500 plus, just for a simple plain ring.
Mm.
I was like, it's not a heap of money, but I'm like, is it worth that?
Mm.
Not really. It's not worth that to me. So,
Yeah.
it happened weirdly because we went out to dinner one night and then I noticed this. There's a ramen place in Cooley and there's a little jeweler next door, and I thought, oh, that's nearby. I'll go check that out when they're open. And I went down there and he's like, I only make rings. I don't sell rings. Like, oh, cool, no worries. But he said if you go around the corner, there's a pawn shop and they have heaps of like well priced rings that people, they'll do you a good deal. Tell them I sent you. So I went around there, seen them, and found one that was pretty much exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And he resized it for me, the jeweler, same day. So
And you got it? You got it now?
yeah, it's at home.
Who has them? Who holds them? You got best men's or any of that?
I'm just gonna get my brother to hold them.
Is he doing your best?
Nah, he's like, we're not. So Liam's probably technically my best man.
He's going to be at this. He'll be at the ceremony.
He'll be at the ceremony. Yeah. He's better than you.
Well, you've known him since you were a kid, so yeah, it's not even that he's better than me.
He's family, yeah.
Not that he was a world title holder or anything. It's just that. I mean, I'm Australian champ for jiu-jitsu, but it's whatever.
Big deal.
Whatever.
But no, Pete, my big brother, will be our ring bearer, just because Sarah's logic was he's going to be close to the front at the ceremony, and he's trustworthy. You won't lose him. So
Yeah, Liam's got some checkered bars. Where are they?
he won't put them in his pockets because they're too bulky. He'll be like, nah, fuck this.
Where are they? Don't know. Do something. You want to fight me? No.
What do you want?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But apart from getting ready for wedding, man, life's been pretty slow of late. Just taking it day by day. As you know, doing a little bit of stuff back into the property industry and doing this coaching thing. I had a really interesting conversation with a guy at the beach this morning. This guy's name's fucking
Aaron Hall.
Totem
Pole.
Totem Wilds.
Totem
He's an
Wilds.
Alaskan guy, and he told me that he's retired.
Sorry to pause you. Is this? Were you doing your sign thing, chatting to him, or no? Stu was just walking?
I went for a swim at the beach, and I just wanted to sit in the sun for a bit.
Right.
It's like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he was there smoking a durry with his little dog, this fat dude, and he walked past me. I was like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Good. How you doing?" I said, "Yeah, really good." And we struck up a conversation. I can't remember. Oh, he asked me how the water was, and I was like, "Yeah, it was really nice. You should get in." And he's like, "I went earlier this morning," and then he just pivots. He's like, it's all about charging the body with energy from the earth.
You would have switched
I'm
on.
like, yeah, literally, brother. Right on. But anyway, he went on to tell me that Donald Trump is actually Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley never died. Princess Diana is still alive as well. And the Zionist elites are using blue ice from Antarctica to eradicate scum from the earth.
Fuck, that pivoted quick, eh? That pivoted quick.
It was the wildest conversation
And
I've
you just
ever
gave
had.
him the time of day to let
I
him
just
have a go.
listened. I just lapped it up. He's an ex-US military corporal. Fucks me. I don't know. Either everything he said was bullshit, or he's
fact.
dialed right.
yeah, fact. And you're like, that's
Holy
terrifying.
shit. Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny.
It was weird.
Do you find that? I find that I somehow attract that in people that will just open up to me. Like, just do you find that people just find you someone that's easy? You're easy to talk to. I find you're easy to talk to. Like, even when I met you, pretty easy to open up to. But do you find that yourself? That people just want to talk to you like that stuff?
Yeah, I think it's something that I do. I'm not sure.
Your tone's very calming, so it's like very. I don't know what it is. Me, I attract deadbeats because I look like a deadbeat. So it's like they
Scumbags.
go, this guy looks like a scumbag.
You got drugs?
Yeah.
You got a hookup, brother?
You ride a Harley? No, it just always seems to be like they want to tell me fucking like stories. Like I remember with the other BDM, we were out at Ripley looking at some land. One of the land guys was like, "Yeah, jump in the car with us, and I'll just drive you guys around." So Aaron's in the back and I'm in the front.
Who was this? Like a
land
sales
person.
guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know them. I just want to say the name.
Okay, cool. No stress.
yeah. As a land person, and then like we get in the car and the driver, and it's not awkward quiet. It's just quiet for fucking couple minutes. Like it doesn't need to fill the void. And he's
Sure.
like, yeah, daughter's gonna go on birth control. And I was like,
She's 12.
she's 14.
Fuck me.
14. And I was like, right. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. And he goes, yeah. Yeah, it's because she gets a heavy period. And what it does is it just slows that period down a bit. But she's stoked because her tits will grow quick on the birth control. And I've just kind of
How long you known this guy for?
a while, and I've just kind of like
Okay.
looked out the window like that, and I can see Aaron in the back of the car looking out the window too, and I'm just like, fuck, is he telling me about his daughter's heavy set period? Like what the fuck? Fuck, why would you need to tell me that? Or I took a marketer, he flew in from Victoria. You know, told me if he doesn't like him, he just doesn't like him.
Yeah.
And he didn't like him. And he came in, flew in Victoria, we're in the boardroom. I'm trying to say things that they might like. He just bought a Ford Raptor. Tom had just got the Wild Track, and I was like, oh, he's one up. You told me he's got the Raptor version. I was like, yeah, fucking, you're a cockhead. And then we sit down and like we've always done a thing where we'll be talking about stuff, and then we'll talk about the program we use to track the builds throughout. So it's very transparent. You know, you can see when the slab's poured, the frame's done, da-da-da-da-da. And Tom will start talking about the program. And then I'll get the laptop up and spin it and pass it to Tom, and he will just like go through it. And I like spin it, and he doesn't even break eye contact with the guy. He just puts his finger on the lid of the laptop and just shuts it. And he's just, all right, well, I'll see you later. And just gets up. And I was just like, he's so fucking rude.
Savage.
And then I got to drive an hour and a half out to Ripley to show him the display home. Go through the display home, leaving. And for just a thing that's just a simple question to answer, I was like, oh, do you want a bottle of water from the fridge? And he's like, no, I won't, because I'll probably need to piss on the way back because I've got a large vein on my cock. And
This is the marketer.
Marketer's like, hey, if I drink too much water, I just have to piss like really quickly. But I haven't had surgery because like if I do, it's really hard for me to come.
Far out.
I was like, yeah, for sure. So it's a no to the water on that.
Well,
Like just say no.
no, thank
thanks.
you. I'm all
No
good.
thanks.
Yeah.
I
Cheers.
got this vein like on that. Yeah.
I've been talking to my doctor about it for years.
Yeah.
and
What do you think?
I just don't want to lose my ability to nut. You know?
Yeah. I want to come
Quickly.
You know? Yeah. I'll show you. See, I just attract things
I
like
take that as a compliment, though, man. You know, people feel confident sharing
Tell me
personal
that's,
details with you. Yeah.
Well, last time I seen you, you had another nutter who was telling you about his ute.
Well, who was that? What was that?
I don't know where we were, but where did you and me last catch up? Maybe it was the AFL.
Oh no, that was a van. He was telling me about his van and my ute.
Oh, he asked you about your ute.
Yeah.
Which is a Toyota Hilux. And he
and
asked you to rev it.
he asked me to rev it. Yeah, and
You
he
really
was
liked
like,
it.
because on the badge of the Hilux it's got D4D, which I don't know what that stands for, like a turbo diesel, some shit. And he's like, oh, I got the same badge on my van. And he's in the shopping centre car park at like 7:30 at night on a Saturday or a Friday. And he's sitting in the back of his van, and there's just cartons, empty cartons of piss stacked up and shit everywhere, and this busted old surfboard. And he's like, yeah, but mine's kind of gutless, eh? What does yours sound like? You should just wind down my window. I should just drive away. But no, I'm going to sit here and entertain this for 10 minutes of my fucking life while my partner's at home waiting for dinner.
Do you like that stuff? Do you like when people like that?
I find it interesting. I find it funny, you know, like colourful people that are weird and yeah.
You're not as rude as me. If I'm not in the mood for it, I'm just not in the mood. You will entertain it still. I just can't.
Yeah. Blessing and a curse. Yeah.
We had one of our BDMs that left ages ago. me and Aaron were in the kitchen just chatting, and he came in, and me and Aaron were making a joke about Aaron's partner, saying that Aaron was a pussy or something like that, with a hilarious men stuff. And we were laughing, and the other BDM came in, and to make him feel included, we're like, oh, we're just laughing about this and this. And he's like, yeah, my ex is a cunt, hey. She's running through the divorce at the moment, taking everything. And I just got up and walked out. I just couldn't be fucked. Like, it was the most, like, the weight of the room just dipped, and I was like, oh, it's just going to be us. Aaron got stuck in there for an hour chatting to him, and I was like, man, I just can't be fucked. I just really can't be fucked.
Yeah, I think it's different in different settings for me. Hey, like, I know at work I would probably be the same in that sort of environment. Like, fuck this. But, you know, I got shit to do. There's an easy excuse.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, this guy at the beach, like, I kind of wanted to be at the beach. You know?
Yeah.
So I was just, cool, tell me about the lizard people that live underground, you know? And he went into it.
Perfect.
Yeah. The message was that we have to be cultivators. We have to be cultivators of energy to build up our internal strength and access more chi energy so that we can transcend to higher levels of not only consciousness but actually go to interdimensional travel. That's what he was telling me.
Right. Did you gel with any of that?
Fucking oath, brother. This is the shit I've been dreaming about.
I always get, not that there's really big any, or to you I don't think there is, but to me it's more me understanding it. But you're not, like, I believe in, like, there's, you know, the universe. I believe in that. That's
you can't not. You live in it, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, that's what that's the higher power, I guess, I think I believe in.
Yeah.
But you say you believe in that, but then it's also God at the same time? Is it the same thing? That's what the same thing is to you?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, right.
There's a famous quote that I really love. It says, all is God or
Sticks
nothing
and
is.
stones, maybe.
Words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
No, all is God or nothing is. Which is kind of like what you're saying there. If God exists, being the idea is like a divine creator that created all things, then everything is God, which means the universe is God. That doesn't mean that God is a man or a woman or an entity. It's just like the God is the divine creative power.
So you don't see God as in the Bible God, where he's someone that came down, did all this stuff.
Well, God never came down. Jesus Christ came down, who was a human, who was the Son of God.
Yeah. That somehow knocked up that carpenter's wife.
Well, that was an interaction of God touching humanity, I guess, is the kind of the story. I don't know if I take the Bible literally like a lot of people do. I think it's a metaphorical story more than anything.
Have you seen a talking snake?
No, but I have done psychedelics, and I can understand how people would kind of come to that conclusion. There's a lot of people that think the theory of the burning bush, which was the bush that spoke to Noah on the hill. Was it Noah or Moses? Can't remember.
You tell me.
And basically told him that it's Noah. Told him that the flood is coming.
Be a big fuck off boat, mate.
Was the acacia bush, and the acacia bush is a DMT bush, which basically if you brew it and drink it, you trip balls.
Right. So you think you had that
the
bush?
The burning bush.
Which you had a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You'd see a snake talking. That would say to you.
You could see fucking anything, you know, as far as your imagination could stretch it.
What was going on there was.
I think it's probably pretty likely, yeah.
Not the missus throwing them under the bus going, I did eat the apple, and then fuck all humanity, and then blame it on him. There was the snake. I honestly,
he was really convincing.
He was like a little slippery fucker, and he just said, like, I'll get him to eat it, and I did. Are you lying? I'm not lying.
It was tasty.
I'm not lying. He did. He said that. Yeah, right. I think that's what I do is, like, when people say they believe in God, I don't mean it in a judgy way, whatever helps people. Everyone needs to, I think, believe in something. The older I get, the more I understand that.
Yeah.
When people say they believe in God, I assume they believe the Bible kind of thing. Like, they believe that's what it was. And it's not necessary that I don't believe what it was. It's just, it's fact. It's like, show me then, like, not in an arrogant way, like, oh, fucking prove it. It's just like, I can't look at that book and go like,
that happened.
Yeah. Like Ricky Gervais has a great quote where he says, if you burnt all the religious books and all the scientific books and everything, burn everything, in 1,000 years' time, all the scientific books would be the same, but the religious ones wouldn't.
They'd recreate themselves in different ways.
They'd all be different. They wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be because they're all passed on for generations of words of what people have said, where science is science.
Yeah.
And then they were saying, like, he was saying, well, an atheist is just saying, I need like facts of what's going on. He's like, I'm not atheist. It's not, I don't not believe in it. I just don't. It's like, okay, well, do you believe in every god? Do you believe in a Hindu god? Do you believe in a Buddha god and all that? And then people normally say, no, I believe in one God. He goes, okay, well, there's thousands of gods that people believe in.
Supposedly.
I believe in one more than you. Like, there's 1,000. You don't believe in 1,999.
Yeah.
I don't believe in 2,000. Kind of like, well, yeah, it's just perspective, I guess.
Yeah. We're talking about God.
Yeah. This is a religious podcast. Did you not know that?
Amen, brother. Amen.
Actually, we'll read chapter.
What? What's this?
Wow, you really locked into that, eh?
I didn't quite catch what you were talking about.
I was pretending to grab a Bible, right?
Oh, right. I got mine in the car.
Yeah.
It's a wild fucking story, though, the Bible. I've been listening to it lately on Audible, just as something to listen to. And it is a fucking wild story. It is a wild story. I was listening to Joe Rogan talk to this guy about... he was like a devout... he believes in the ancient Hebrew Bible, which is like kind of what our Christian Bible was interpreted from. And in the Hebrew Bible, there was all of these like way more gnarly theories of like aliens coming down to Earth and mating with people, and like there's a book of Enoch, which I've never read, but supposedly just goes into all of this fucking crazy theory about angels, which is the one thing that all of the different religions and all of the different God stories have in common, is that they all talk about star people coming down to Earth to teach us something, and then those kind of words or those teachings have become our spirituality, have become our religions.
Right.
It's really tripped out.
So what is that? What is this? Is there conversations like that in the Bible?
Which, like what?
That there's people come down.
Well, suppose, like, you know, they're talking about a voice that came down from heaven, yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice of God. And told us what we can and cannot do, should and should not do. And if we want to have a horrible, miserable life, we can do these things. If we want to have a abundant, you know, prosperous life, we can do these things. The thing that I like about it, though, is that those, like, the teachings inside of it, if you take the teachings for the teachings, you can prove that they work. For example, like, be good to people. You're good to people, typically they're good back to you. Life becomes really easy.
Yeah.
You know, and you have a good time, and you get to take care of others, and they take care of you in return, and you get to have heaven on earth. Whereas you go against that, and you treat people like shit, and sure enough, you find yourself in a really shitty situation pretty quickly.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think it's a lot of self-reflection. You like, I look at people that have done wrong to me, and then whether it's a period of 6 months or 5 years, they've come back and apologized for that and been like, no, they're wrong.
Yeah.
But then you look at it yourself too, because I'm not perfect, far from it. And you look at things like that I've gone through, that like I've spoken to you about this year with the extra stuff that, and you're like, well, it's probably times I didn't do the right thing. Not anything malicious or purpose, but probably didn't show up enough, you know, things like that. And you're like, that could be that come back there of just understanding to the next chapter that you need to show up more for that person, kind of thing. Yeah. I think the older I get, the more I self-reflect on stuff, for sure. How old are you now?
29.
29.
I had to think about that, yeah.
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 Fuck. Yeah.
Feel really young still.
Do you do that? I found, my personal thing was, I found that from 27, I think it was, 26 to 27, I was severely depressed for some reason.
Yeah.
But then from 27 to 30, I could just tell myself maturing and understanding more and being more empathetic, and then from 30 I had Amelia, my daughter, and then from then it's just grown more loving, more caring, more like that. But have you found that towards the end of your 20s? Do you find that? I mean, I know your business is about personal growth, but I mean,
I think it starts different at different times for everyone. If I'm really honest, I definitely notice now in my later 20s, like my big picture awareness of the world and of humanity is expanded in a way that I couldn't quite comprehend when I was younger. Like I can just see things more clearly. And like you said, like I definitely develop a higher sense of empathy for certain types of behaviors and stuff like that. But I went through this like radical self-transformation thing in my early 20s, kind of out of a place of desperation, because I felt really lost and I was going through that depression, the dark night of the soul sort of situation where I felt alone in the world and I hated myself and I didn't like the people around me and all that sort of stuff. And that forced me to go, fuck, maybe I'm a big part of this problem. And actually working with Tommy was a big part of me waking up to that, because you know what he's like, he's just so cut and dry. He would just call me on my shit all the time and be like, what are you doing? Like, no wonder you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Look at what you're doing. And then, so I went and, you know, delved into self-development and therapy and all that sort of stuff. And that really helped me to expand my perspective of people, if that's what we're talking about. Like, and developing more empathy for people and seeing...
Yeah, and yourself.
And myself.
Caring about yourself a bit more
First and
respectful.
foremost.
And yeah, like the older I got, I found that. But I do agree with you too, from an outsider's perspective. When I was coming to my end of my 20s, when I worked with you, you did seem like you were already there, like you already were working on yourself quite hard, like in a good way.
Yeah, I was. I was spending a lot of money. That was my biggest expense. That's why I didn't buy you a Rolex.
It's not a Rollie, but yeah.
Is it not? It looks like a Rollie.
Yeah, no, it's a Seiko. It's a custom Seiko.
Oh, it's fucking gammon then. I take back my compliment.
I love it. I love it.
It's beautiful. It's a really nice watch.
It's actually something you would be into, because it's not $10,000. It's I think it's $500.
And it's green. You
I
know,
love the green.
I like green, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy's good like that. Like he's savage as fuck, and you got to take certain things with a grain of salt. Like I think he says something and you're like, no, that's not it. But he has a reason why he's trying to say something, and it does. Me and him had big arguments. Do you ever have arguments with him? I've had massive arguments with him. You don't seem as heated as I would get.
Yeah, I'm not as emotional as you are.
No.
No,
I do. I do. But Tommy's unemotional, but he is emotional when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
He gets fired up.
Well, I think probably a very different dynamic. Like he was a really good friend of mine before I started working with him. So there was always that there was that existing relationship and like more of an uncle figure in my life as well. So I like in the early part of our working relationship, even when I did disagree with certain things that he said or did, you know, I would just kind of take it on the chin, like whatever, you're my boss.
Good point.
So fucking cool.
Not that age matters, but you are right. I mean, you just said then you view him as like kind of an uncle kind of thing where...
Well, he's
the same age as me.
He's the same age as you?
33.
Old as fuck, yeah.
Both 33.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing is we mean he lived the same amount of life in both different lives. He's very successful in business.
Yeah.
Whether things... His drive is insane. And even when things failed from not his control at all... And what he built now he deserves every part of that. Like that's all him. 100%. Even like to get funding from the boys, you fucking go try and do it. Like it blows me away to even do that. But then on the other side too, like I've had experiences of a lot of traveling and experience in life like that. A lot of freedom, a lot of. Tom's had failures and highs, and I've had failures and highs, but at least I've done it's just different, you know what I mean? Like we're both the same age, but I've done, I don't know, more experiences stuff
Different
like
life
that.
Experiences.
Yeah, which is no wrong or right.
No.
So I think that's where me and him, like, I feel on the same level in just general.
Yeah.
But you can, and we both go through peaks and troughs of our feelings. You can tell of like he's doing really well when I'm not doing well, and he'll be savage enough to try and bring me back. But then I can see he's flat, but he's not someone that does too well with trying to talk about stuff. So
you got help.
You got to let him do it.
Unless he goes and asks for it.
Yeah, or you got to let him just openly chat to you about stuff and let him
flesh
listen.
it out.
But Yeah, but anyway, me and him have had some big chats over the years, and like you walk away from it, and you're like, in the moment you're pissed off and you're arguing, but then you walk away and you just take bite-sized bits out of it, like, no, I know that, I could see that, yeah, that's actually, that can help a lot, kind of thing. And he's funny because he doesn't say much, but then sometimes he, like when we were at lunch the other day, and he talks about me self-sabotaging and that, and he just, and it's like, it's funny that you, well, no, it's just funny you don't realize how much he knows about you, but doesn't show that he knows about. Yeah, pays attention to. Yeah. You're like, fuck, I didn't think you paid that much attention to what I do. Yeah, and he quite well knows what it is.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He's very switched on in that way. Like he's always watching and analysing people. Not trying to suck Tommy's dick or anything, but
yeah, I really like my job.
Can I have a pay rise? Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
How's your work? Let me try and... I always try and think of how to explain your work because I don't want to just like fob it off like it's... He's the self-help guy.
The hardest part of my job is to explain the work.
Yeah. Well, you say it then, instead of me trying to butcher it.
No, you try. I want to hear you try.
I found it easy to say what it originally was to start with, which was a pyramid scheme.
Still is.
Yeah. Was that you were out there going into the workforce, trying to make people aware of mental health and mental strength. So you're going in there helping businesses, trying to get them very aware to keep their staff, making sure they're okay, but not in a "are you okay" day once a year. It was very much having these raw conversations with management and then pushing it down to the staff, or you were doing full big days like that. Which that was pretty much what it was at the start.
That's what it was. But in a way, that's somehow how it still is.
But you're more pivoted now to try and do one-on-one helping too.
Yeah.
Not necessarily business orientated, even though that still is a part of it. It's more one-on-one.
Yeah, well, we noticed like our whole thing, to summarize on what you kind of just said, is the word mental health in our society has a really negative connotation attached to it. Like you think of mental health and you think of depression and anxiety and weakness. And we kind of wanted to flip that script because that's not what it means to be mentally healthy. That's mental illness that people are talking about. But they don't ever say mental illness. So we talk about it in the way of mental fitness because it is like physical fitness. It's a process. It's a journey to develop a strong mind and a strong spirit, so to speak, so that you can go through hardship, because the reality of life is that it's hard and we'll all suffer at some point. So how do we develop our mind and our spirit to a place where we can go through those things and not let it cripple us? You know, that doesn't mean it doesn't affect us, but we are able to bounce back from that quicker. It's like the best analogy is someone that's physically fit can run away from someone that's trying to hurt them and, you know, not break their ankle or die of a cardiac arrest. Same with mental fitness. Someone that is of sound mind and has a strong mindset can go through a breakup and a job loss and a fucking, you know, a death of someone that they love and come out the other end often better for it, like a hard workout, because they went through that and they came through it, as opposed to just letting it become your identity and falling into that victimhood mentality. And now I'm depressed, you know,
go around telling
and this
everyone,
is my life, you know, and I'm never going to get out of that.
I'm a single mom or I'm a single dad, and just telling everyone like it's a sad thing.
It's a fucking, and it becomes your identity, and it's really, it's shit, and it's weak, you know, and it's not helping anyone. So we wanted to change that because of our own personal experiences, trying to flip the script and the conversation around it to be something that is like, this is a part of life. Like, let's fucking, instead of bitching about it, deal with it, you know, in a positive way. Because it's like, as far as I'm concerned, the coolest thing anyone can do is develop themselves as an individual, whether that's their skill set in stand-up comedy or BJJ or their ability to have a hard conversation with someone that means a lot to them.
Yeah.
And we've changed tact a little bit now to focus more on individuals, because businesses, like, we want to work with blue-collar businesses, mining, construction, engineering, and they're awesome. I love our clients, but business is business at the end of the day, and when industry gets tough, we're not investing in mental health services, you know, or mental fitness services where
Cutting
we got to
corners
make money.
Yeah.
It's not even about cutting corners. It's like we got to stay afloat because if the business goes under, everyone loses their job, and that's not fucking good for anyone. So it's a hard market to be sustainable in Australia at the moment, for us as a company. So.
But you guys do a bit in the mining. Surely the mining would be all right.
Yeah, but again, it's a savage industry, bro. Like the price of coal goes down by fuck all, you know, a couple of percent, and even 1%, and it's a dramatic shift in their budgets and their expenditure. And then the big dog at the top of the mining company, however many billions they have, says, okay, all unnecessary spending, gone. It's production and it's maintenance. Everything else is a waste of time.
Yeah, well.
Waste of resources.
Yeah.
And a lot of them see the big picture and they have internal processes, and they invest in more like EAP services, which is employee assistant programs, which is therapy basically, so that every employee can go and speak to a therapist. But they're not going to keep invest because they have to do that for insurance. They don't have to keep investing in more progressive things that are, in my opinion, more effective over the long term. But
yeah, because not everyone wants.
It's not surgery, you know. I liken it to like physical health treatment when you've been shot, or like you've broken your leg, or you dislocated your elbow.
Like I've been shot before.
Like you've been tattoos. You know,
it's like a very judgy.
Fake Rolex.
Because you've been shot in some type of gang violence.
You want to go and get operated on by a surgeon, right? And some people that have been through really hard... What's that?
At the clubhouse with the boys.
Some people that have been through really hard emotional or mental challenges need therapy. They need that intense intervention, like, we need to save you because you're at risk right now. Whereas most people don't need that or want that. They just need some good advice from a doctor, you know, to like fucking go for a run and eat more vegetables, you fat cunt. Just see that?
I agree with that, but because it's like, I don't think everyone needs therapy. I mean, I would like to do it. I've spoken to you about it a few times, like just in general to maybe hear what comes out of it. But
it's more about learning more about yourself.
Yeah. But I think, my opinion, that doesn't mean I'm right, from my own experiences, I feel like if you can do that mental resilience first and work on that and get, like you said, your mental fitness, that's the best thing to be in control of, because then you're not going to fold in these meetings when they ask you hard questions of like, and how did that make you feel? And you fucking freak out with that mental resilience. Because I remember when I was going through all that bad time, going to so many doctors trying to seek help, which is already hard enough. But I wanted to go on medication. That's what I wanted. And I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. And I know drugs aren't the answer, but they helped me. Fuck me. They just...
You had like some SSRIs, antidepressants for a while?
Yeah, I took them for just over a year. And they were great. And 5 of my friends went on to them because of talking to me, and it really helped them all. Like, it's not the answer, but if you're struggling and you're having a shit time and you need something, it just doesn't make you happy or sad. It just makes you level.
Yeah. They're not a permanent fix, but they are like a helpful tool for people that, especially people that really need them, like that are in that situation.
Because I think that's because I had, not knowing at the time, but didn't have any mental resilience or anything. Because I thought people that had anxiety were
soft cunts,
or just sooks, like attention seekers. Like, it's just, oh my God, I'm flustered. Where I just thought that was stupid, and then I just remember started having anxiety attacks out of nowhere, and was just like, what the
this
fuck?
is real.
This is like terrifying.
Yeah.
And then, the depression sneaks in and that, but it's very much, I don't know. And then on that same thing too of like the bad times, and you go through bad times is remembering like that there's always the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. And there was I think it's a Bible quote, but I heard Tom Hanks say it in an interview where he said, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
And that some reason, that quote just sunk so perfectly to me, where it was like...
Such is life.
Nah, shut up.
It's the same thing though. It's the same kind of thing. Like,
yeah, but such is life is, Ned Kelly.
It's been bastardized by the Australian culture.
Yeah, and it's tattooed on someone's forearm.
Yeah.
And such is life is like, to me is more just a term, like, that's just life, isn't it?
Is what it is, brother.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Government. Where
Beer?
cheers. But this too shall pass. Because I just like where he says like you feel good, you feel amazing, you feel that too shall pass. You
It's
feel
not
sad,
permanent.
depressed, or anything. That too shall pass. So that wave of life or what it is, and just being like, fuck, I'm so down and shit. Like, oh man, feels like this is it. This feels like this is what it's gonna stay like.
Yeah.
And you come out the other side, and then you're killing it, so happy and everything. But it's like you got to remember just to enjoy that moment because it's going to dip again. And that's not to try and focus on the negative. It's just live in that moment.
Be here now.
Yeah. So when something doesn't go the way it is, where it's like, say, comedy, for example, it's like killing it after like 3 gigs in a row. Like, that's amazing. And then the next one, you just eat shit.
Boom.
And then it's like, what's like, the fuck? It's me. It's me. And it's, yeah. Yeah, that was such a good quote, I think, to me. That helped a lot.
It's a powerful one. And there's a lot of, there's a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And his whole thing is on logotherapy. Got a little bit left in here. Don't want to mix the dark brew with the light brew.
I didn't think of that, we're doing it,
but...
Is a clean glass if you're going to suck a bit.
No worries.
Yeah, sorry.
His whole thing is called logotherapy, which is what he kind of taught. I don't think he's around anymore, but he was a Holocaust survivor, and he noticed that throughout the Holocaust or throughout the prison camps, the only people that ever survived were those that hung on to or had some sense of hope for a brighter tomorrow. They knew that, okay, this is fucked, the German occupation and all of the terrible things that they did.
What did it do?
But it won't be forever. And all of the people that died, and he saw them dying around him all the time, had given up. They're like, I'm done. I'm not going to get out of here alive. They stopped believing. Which is really what all religion is about. It's about having faith. Or maybe not what all religion's about, because religion is like a controlled situation, a controlled sort of set of beliefs. But having faith is that, knowing that everything will work out eventually. Maybe not in this life, but in the next.
I think that's what I agree with is
me too.
Faith gets put as a religious term, and I'm guilty for saying that too, where I think that's a very religious term to it all. So I don't like that and that fact of like, when I've heard people say like, oh, you got to have faith in things, you immediately think religion, because it's always been a religious term.
It's tied up with a whole bunch of shit.
So that's why, I don't know, you judge people on that fact, but then you realise, the older I got, the more I was like, faith, power play, lucky style. That you realise, like you just said, that people need to have something to believe in. So you're like all these people that are either professional boxers, like one of your best friends, or professional athlete, or a business owner, or whatever it is, you need to feel like there's a higher power. It doesn't have to be religious, but it's got to be something where you're looking up.
Not even a higher power, just a possibility that I could have this, I could do this, or that this will get better eventually if I persist. Yeah. And I think that is the fundamental, that is one of the biggest things that people are missing in this world, and why people are so fucking depressed and divided, is that they've lost hope and they've lost belief in themselves, that they can make a life for themselves, that they can, and this is again a Bible quote, but create heaven on earth.
It's real fucking religious.
Create heaven on earth for ourselves. A quote that Tommy loves and that I love is that it was in the Bible, but it was also in the ancient Egyptian teachings, is that the kingdom of heaven is within all of us, and he whoever shall know himself will find it. And so the key message there is like, if you know yourself, you can find heaven. But if you're out of touch with who you really are and your spirit, you won't get there, because you'll just be fucking treading water and believing what anyone tells you and going with the crowd and doing dumb shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard that quote. Right, there's been a lot of religious talk. Got deep.
Yeah, it's a sensitive topic in most realms. It's a sensitive topic in my household.
Is it?
Because Sarah grew up, her dad hates religion.
Yeah, hates religion.
Yeah, which rightly so. I think a lot of people do.
What, because of...
because
some
of
of the
all of the
negatives that came
terrible
out of it.
things that the church has done over the
Fair.
years, and
Yeah,
you know
fair.
how they've taken advantage of people and manipulated the truth, and like any government, you know, like any body of power, they get fucking caught up in their own narrative, and I don't blame them for that. But I believe in, like we were talking about before, that it sounds weird to say, right? But a divine source, or like a creative source, or like the essence of the universe, which is in all of us, because it is in everything, which is God is all or nothing is, or sorry, all is God or nothing is. Anyway, sorry, we don't have to keep talking about religion.
No, it was
Can we
interesting.
turn the aircon down a little bit though? Because I should have worn some socks. I'm fucking freezing.
Are you cold?
Yeah.
That has to be good on the podcast.
What does?
Just talking about aircon.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to ask about it, but then I noticed myself feeling a little bit uncomfortable. So I thought, you know, you can either trim it out or fucking deal with it, you little bitch.
Hey guys, so we're at just 22 degrees. Fuckhead. Now, the one thing I did really want to talk to you about on here was, and we were at the building company that we originally met at, was the 4-day thing you did. Was it 4 days or 5 days where you went out in the bush?
Vision Quest.
Vision Quest. Was it water allowed? No water.
We had water.
So
I had water.
Yeah, water, but no food.
No food.
You had a circle of a
3 meter circle.
3 meter circle.
Yeah.
A blanket.
Sleeping mat.
Sleeping mat.
Blanket, like sleeping bag.
Yeah.
And
that was it, but you couldn't have a journal or anything like that, could you?
no journal, no technology. A few like survival essentials like snake bandages and tweezers and shit like that, because there's ticks out there and things like that. Like you don't want to fuck around with.
Yeah.
But that was it. And it's a Native American tradition that they've done for thousands of years. It's a rite of passage, which is basically like a coming of age sort of ceremony, where they send their young people out to the wilderness, and you have a 3 meter circle which you're confined by, not literally, but your job is to stay in that circle, to not leave that spot. They call it a sit spot, and pray for a vision. Essentially, is the idea.
Did you stay in the circle the whole time?
I got to admit, I did leave it by about a few meters. So the tradition that I did has probably been somewhat adapted for our sort of modern society. I did leave it every day, and I had to. So there's a box. It was sort of, I was on the side of this mountain. A box made by sticks on the ground, a square of sticks, and I had 8 stones with me. And every morning and every evening I had to go down to my box and place a stone in my box, so that the people who were watching over me knew that I was still all right. And if, 12 or more hours had gone where they hadn't received a stone, I would never cross paths with them. There was very clear instructions about how we do that, that they would know Joe's not all right. We'll come and get him out of there.
How'd you know time?
Sunrise and sunset.
Oh, okay, so that's what you just went off.
That's all you got.
Sunset, you go down,
That's all
put it
they
down
had
there,
for
sunrise.
forever until they invented a clock. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay,
first
that
thing in the
went
morning, and they'd check it at like lunchtime or something like that, and then they'd check it again after dark.
Right.
So it was the job was get it down there before dark and sort of first thing in the morning.
So, sorry, was it 4 or 5 days?
4 days, 4 days, 4 nights. So I think it's 96 hours. I'm pretty sure.
Tense?
To be honest, it was less intense than I had expected it to be.
How'd you go with that ton of time in your head?
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
You got no one to talk to.
Yeah.
You got nothing to occupy your thoughts with. There's a lot of, what's the word? There's a lot of...
Judgmental or no?
No, there's a lot of dulling of our mental experience that comes from eating food all the time. Because when you're satiated, you're like relaxed. Like after a good meal, you're like, oh, fuck, that was awesome, and I'm calm. But when you never get that fix, you've fasted before for a little bit?
Not much, man, no.
When you fast for any extended period of time, you'll notice like your mental awareness is heightened quite a lot.
Right.
So the first 12 hours felt like a week, you know, like it was fucking, you go through, like I went through my whole life and all of my memories and all of the problems in my life that I'd been seemingly dealing with for a while in that first 12 hours. Like,
Yeah.
kind of gone through all the stories, unraveled all of the different fucking rabbit holes that I've been working through, and just like, and then you get to a place where you're like, oh, you know, because you solve problems in your head all the time. I'm sure we all do this. And then I got to this place where I'm just like, what now? And it was hot. It was in March, in Queensland, you know, in the bush, and it was fucking hot. It didn't rain, which was nice, but it was really hot. So you're watching the sun pass over
Are you in
the
a hut or
sky.
something?
No, we have a tarp in case there's extreme weather. So I could string a tarp up to sort of protect myself from the sun a little bit, but I didn't do that. I maybe did that once.
Were you naked? You would have been naked.
I was naked most of the time.
I
Yeah.
knew that would be
Yeah.
a punk.
And
I just knew it.
I'm in the bush. I'm being an animal, right? I'm gonna be naked.
As soon as they would have left you, you would have just fucking had your cock out.
It was pretty cold at night time though, so I
Put your cock away.
strapped up. Yeah.
You're getting cold about fucking aircon, so I don't see you out there.
Yeah. What did you want to know about it?
No, it's just I don't know anyone that's done it. It's an intense thing. It sounds something about it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like I
thought so too.
It's a little bit like, oh fuck, I want to do it, but then it's like,
Wonder what that'd be like.
yeah. 'Cause I think what you just said then is I can imagine that's what it would be. Is a day would go and you would sit there and you'd have all your thoughts and all your problems and ideas and so on, and then you might be like, that's I want to write that down, but you can't do any of that, and then you might try and hold on to it for hours to be like, no, I got to remember that's a good thing, whatever it is. And then that's only day one. And then
the really interesting thing that happens though is because you're not, like, we're exposed to so many millions, if not billions, of bits of information every day that our mind is always flooded with stuff. So it becomes quite messy up here, and it's hard for us to remember things and process information. But when you've got no new input other than the sun's moving through the sky and the wind changed a little bit, and oh fuck, there's a wallaby. There's nothing else to distract you. So my memories of those days were pretty crystal clear. Like now it's been several years. It's been like 3-4 years since I did that. But the days afterwards, I filled up a journal of all my thoughts and memories and dreams. And the whole idea behind it is you're praying for a vision. And
is that
I don't mean like praying, like, God, show me what I need to see, but like, you know, what do I need to learn right now? Kind of thing. And also getting in touch with the unseen world, as they call it, which is like have you read the book The Alchemist?
No.
They talk about signs and omens, and it's like the unseen world is symbols, the symbolism in all things. So I would notice, and this might sound a bit fucking weird, but I noticed, and, you know, I can't deny this, and science probably couldn't prove this, but I was certain that my mind was interacting with my environment in a very intimate way. Like I would think about certain things, or ideas would come to me, and a gust of wind would happen, or an animal would appear. And these are the sort of signs that you're looking for. And for me, there was this reoccurring theme of red throughout the 4 days and nights. Of red as a symbol that keeps coming to me, the color red. There was a beetle on the first day that was just this bright red. And the second day I had a lizard crawl across my leg, that, like, just a tiny little skink.
Skink.
Scumbag.
What was the name?
That had a bright red tail, and I think maybe its tail had been ripped off and it was like growing back. I'm not sure, but it's like bright red tail. I'm like, I've never fucking seen that before. That's weird. And then those two days specifically, the sunset was this deep, like, velvet red that I just like. And again, you're not watching TV. You don't have any fucking neon lights around. So, like, this red is intense, you know, like, that's the most exciting thing I've seen for days. And the last day, so it started in the morning, and then the last day, like, then you sleep out there and you leave that next morning. So the last day I had a king parrot fly into the tree above me, A king parrot is mostly red on its body and it's got green wings. It's just this velvet red. And it's just sat there and sung to me for like what seemed like hours, and I was in ecstatic bliss because like how fucking magical is this parrot? To the point where I'm like crying. I'm so happy.
Did you cry a bit out there?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sing a
Nothing
bit?
about that was anything really troubling, but yeah, I sung songs to help pass the time, and they give you like a dance to do. They call it a stomp in this tradition, where like if you find yourself struggling, do this to occupy yourself, where you basically just stand up and stomp on the ground and like, try and see if something happens.
Surely you shadow boxed.
I don't think so. Couldn't see myself, so there's no there's no sense of like fucking fuck you. I do that every morning in the mirror though when I wake up.
It.
Yeah, 100%. Ask Sarah.
Coming away from it, bud, did you like it did what it was meant to do for you? And sorry, what was the outcome of Red?
Well, I came away from it.
It's so annoying if someone was in this podcast and I never let you just say what the Red thing was.
I didn't know. I didn't know what the Red was. I'm like, Red. But then I started my study in body psychotherapy, somatic psychotherapy, literally like 3 days after the thing had ended. And my first day I went there and they were talking all about the chakras, which are the energy systems in the body.
Yeah.
You've heard about chakras?
Yeah.
And they all have a different color. And the red one is the base chakra, which is at our
groin.
Base of our spine. And it is supposedly the chakra that connects us to Earth. And so the message that I got from that, and this is all, subjective that I've interpreted, there's no rhyme or reason, like there's no science to this, was that I needed to ground myself more. And that was really what the Vision Quest did for me as well, was it grounded me in my reality. And my reality is and was that I am living in the best country in the world and I have nothing to fear or nothing to worry about because the sun is up and there's food in the fridge and like it's all good. And that when I got to the end of the thread of all of my problems and concerns with life, I'm just left with the fact that, well, no one's trying to kill me, and I'm like pleasantly immersed in nature. Like I love being in nature and it's, it might be hot, but like, it's kind of beautiful to be here, so what have I been worrying about?
Yeah.
And that's I think the sense of groundedness that I continue to bring from that experience is like, just like you were saying before, be here now, be in this present moment, because when we're in this present moment, unless we're in a really fucking shit situation, which are few and far between in most people's lives, it's all good. But we have all this mental chatter that's like,
do you think that was was that such a big pivot of your idea to start the company and that?
Well, dude, again, I come back from that experience. It was a really synchronistic and magical experience for me because I'm learning about the interconnectedness of all things, and in the kind of, if we want to go back to religion, the fact that God has a hand in all things and God is constantly, divinely creating life for us, or we are creating life from us. And I came back from that thing. I started psychotherapy study. I settled on the house in Nerang with Sarah. We moved into our new place, which was in the bush. A week later, Pivotal evaporated. So it all happened at the same time. And I had this burning desire inside of me for a long time, as you knew, to go and be of more service, to work with people in a more intimate way, to do something that was more valuable as I saw it at the time, because I'd grown sort of resentful of that industry.
You did. I remember that.
I hated it.
When you finished, you did all this training like that, and you could just see you just weren't connected with it at all.
I grew really sick and bitter of it because it was just, it's a greedy industry and people, we dealt with a lot of shit cunts, unfortunately. And so I had this desire to go and do that thing, and, Pivotal collapsed, and I've just spent all my money and all of Sarah's money and borrowed money, and interest rates are on the rise. And by the end of that day, I think I've told you, I had like 6 or 7 job offers to sell houses or land or with people, which I feel very grateful for their support at that time. But I knew it was the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, saying to me in that moment, like, what do you really want? Because here's a fucking choice for your kid. Like, do you want to stay comfortable and keep doing this thing that is affording you all of these creature comforts of life, or do you want to chase your dream and become someone that puts themselves out there and risks all of the all of the things that one risks when they go into business, and not into business to make money, but into business to do something that they believe in. And it was a constant, like, again, the rite of passage kept going, because like I had friends, I had family members, like, you don't really want to, like, come on, you got a pretty good wicket, like, why don't you just keep doing that thing? You really want this? You really want this? You really want that? And the universe is still asking me that in a large way.
Pushing
I
you.
think, like, do you how bad do you want this?
Yeah.
Are you ready to suffer for it? And I feel like I keep saying yes. At the moment, I'm trying to pay for the wedding, so I've kind of taken the gas off a little bit, but I'm still devoted to that, and until my heart tells me to do something different, I think that's what I'll do.
I get it. I definitely get it. I think for me that was if I had a dream job when I was growing up, like, it was always comedy.
Yeah.
It was acting. I really want to be gay. Yeah. I wanted to be an actor.
I want to be an actor too. I think that's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
You should be an
I always
actor.
thought it was cool. I love movies, so I was like obsessed with movies.
You're not probably good looking enough, but
Fair, that's so true. I really wanted to be an actor, and then it was because of dyslexia. I was like, nah, I couldn't read scripts. I love Tom Cruise because he was dyslexic. I was like, oh wow, you can do it. So I wanted to be a stunt actor. Really want to be a stunt actor, and then I fell in love with Ricky Gervais. I remember his first stand-up came out, Politics. Oh, my dad got me into Billy Connolly and stuff like that, and I love Billy. But I love Ricky Gervais. I was like, man, no, that's what it would be. It would be comedy. I would love to do stand-up.
yeah.
And then I had Amelia, for some reason, like, it just gave me this drive to be like, I'm fucking doing this. Like, I want to give this a crap. I'm doing it 2 years now, and it's hard. I'm grateful for it, so I'm not whinging. But you see the younger dudes that have part-time jobs, that don't have a missus or any kids or anything like that, so they can grind. They can do 3 gigs in a night. They can fucking do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm grateful enough that I get to have my daughter 50-50. I mean, the other 50% of the time I'm trying to do comedy, jiu-jitsu, work, now have a partner, see friends, ride the Harley, things like that. And there's things that rise to the top always, which is always, if I got Amelia, I'm a dad, and that's all I want to be. And then when I don't have that, it's jiu-jitsu is great because, I mean, you do it. It's just great. Like, what it does is clear the mind and everything.
Yeah.
But comedy's always the top one. But it's hard to not be hard on myself about it, because I'm like, man, this is like the biggest dream I want to do, but you need to put more time into it. And it's very much one of those things that, like, you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. God, I don't want to do it. But then when you do it, it's the best feeling after doing it. Whether you eat shit or not, it's still a great feeling.
You got over that fight, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you were saying then, like, until your body says that's probably not for you, then you look at something else with the business.
It would be a betrayal of myself.
Yeah, so until it says then. So, like, to me, comedy is still that key, but I love this. This is like, if I had to pick any of them, this is, to me, I enjoy, because I like comedy, and the reason I like comedy is I like making people laugh, and making people laugh means that you light a room up. Yeah. And I like either being the one you're laughing at too. Like, I mean, you've been aware of that. It's like
100%.
It's so fun giving someone something and watching fucking destroy you with it. Like, it's you know what it is. Yeah. Like, you walk in with those fucking like, I'm going to be a smart ass.
I didn't know you were going to be.
Yeah, you knew it, and it's just like funny. Like, you're giving me that opportunity to do it.
Yeah,
and you don't need to then get one over me. Like, well, you're a fucking coward. Like, like,
nice tattoos.
Yeah, like it's so funny letting someone get one over you and that banter side of things. But then I like to see, like, this. The whole idea of this podcast is to get traction more with comedy gigs, like with snippet funny bits and stuff. But then also I want it to be like this, where it's just a real conversation with working class people. Like, we're just normal fucking working class. But so if people do listen to it, it's a little bit more relatable. Like, it's not, look, it'd be great if we got to some point where you are working with more high up people, but I like the working class. Like, I got mates like Scotty, like he's a bricklayer, just a funny bugger, you know, like just those people that don't want to do stand up that are hilarious to get on things like this. You know?
Humanity is really interesting. People are cool.
Yeah.
And I think the coolest people are not famous.
Yeah.
They're basic, but they're hilarious and they're fucking weird and wonderful in their own way. But I got to commend you, bro, because I remember when we started working together and we met and we started to become friends, you know, you talked a lot about it of like, I want to do stand-up one day, I want to do stand-up one day. And I was like, you should go do it. And I know I wanted to do it and I signed up and want to do it, but I cancelled on you.
Yeah.
But you did it. And it's like, that's the thing that most people don't do is just step out of that fear and into the fuck it. We're just going to give it a crack and see what happens. And there's so much, like, even if it does go terribly, which I'm sure your first gig was pretty shit, maybe not.
It was okay. But it was an open mic night. Like, that's what it was for. So people had to give you, they tell you that and they walk out like, hey, guys, you know, everyone's new here.
Yeah, be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah.
So it's a soft entry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to just say, like, good on you, because it's, I think more people need to do that, and that's kind of getting back to that belief thing I was talking about before. Like, just, we all have these narratives of fear and I'm not good enough and whatever the else, but, like...
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Try it and see what happens. What have you learned? Like, what's been the biggest revelation for you throughout that process of, like, you've gone hard on your jiu-jitsu stuff as well, which is really cool because you're putting yourself in those arenas where you could get fucked up and humiliated, so to speak. But also on the stage in front of people, which is probably more daunting than letting someone strangle you.
I think jiu-jitsu is more because it's like, I mean, you know, the people that we're friends with, they're pretty savage. If you don't make them laugh, they'll let you know, like, shut up, dickhead.
Idiot.
You know what I mean?
Dumb.
So you get embarrassed all the time with that stuff. But getting choked out in front of family and friends is pretty embarrassing. Because it's the most masculine thing you can do is a fight.
Yeah. It's
you
very
fuck me up in a boxing
emasculating.
match and it's like, okay, well, yep, Joey won that.
He's better than me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, because like, I think Joe Rogan said at one time where like, he was talking about basketball where it was like, with basketball, it's like, oh, you're better than me in basketball, but I'll fuck you up in a fight. It's like,
when push comes to shove, like, what matters?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, but
if the world collapses
fight
and I want to take your dinner, I'm going to take your dinner.
Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to be funny or that.
Yeah.
So I find jiu-jitsu is probably more intimidating.
Well, that's cool.
But I think they both hand in hand help each other because a lot of that competitiveness, which you've done a lot of martial arts stuff, is the biggest issue is like in training, you know, you're so confident and you're all good, but then when you're in front of people doing it, that adrenaline rush, everything just gets fucked. Yeah, it's like fuck. Like, I don't know how your mate Liam Parry does it. It's fucking intense. But then comedy, you have to deal with it. So then you got that rush. So then you transition into jiu-jitsu. It's like...
Is it a similar rush?
Excuse me. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's very sickly.
Yeah.
Very sickly feeling. And I can't remember who said it, but someone famous was saying that you turn instead of butterflies making you feel sick, you turn them into excitement, but like you try and channel it in a way of like they fly, instead of fluttering, they fly in sequence. So you feel more like, instead of sitting going, fuck, what am I going to say? I'm going to say that. You know, like, no, it's excitement. Like we're that.
And I'm going to say this.
Yeah. And the best thing with it is like you have like dot points because word for word's too scripted. So it's just dot points, you know, that and that and that. That's what I'm going to talk about. And then we'll just piece them together. But as you start going through it, trying to remember, then you just realize, just remember the opener. And when you get through that, started. You're okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest thing for me was that made me do it was I never wanted to be that person where they're like in a room like 50 years old and goes, I was gonna. And I would have done it.
I really wanted to do that.
Oh, and I reckon I would have been all right.
I would have been great.
I'd rather regret doing it than regret never doing it. You
100%.
know, and it's that Jim Carrey snippet, which we spoken a lot of quotes, but he says,
this is definitely your gayest podcast yet, right?
Yeah, for sure. Very intimate. Is
love all the homos out there, by the way.
Yeah. Do you know have you seen that one where he talks about his father? We took the Yeah.
He was a clown or something. He was like a performing clown or something.
His
like that.
dad.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Definitely not. We're off on the wrong foot here. He's doing a speech, Jim Carrey, and he's got some award, and he's talking about it. And basically, he says that his father was an accountant, and he had a good, stable job. Have you heard this one? And he's like, it's a good, stable job, and he took that road in life. But he could have been a really good comedian, but he took the stable job because it was good money and had his family. And then he said, and then one day he got made redundant, and we had to do everything we could to fight to make that family work. And he said, I learned a lot from my father, but one thing I learned is that you can fail at something you don't want, so you may as well try at something you do want.
Yeah.
And it's like, you keep thinking that starting evocative, if you didn't start it, that you were like, oh, I just don't know if that's going to work. But you think that being a BDM was always going to be there for you. But it's not always, that's not a safe.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Not guaranteed. You think that you're going to get 10 years in that job, but that's not guaranteed.
And it might be
fucking
shit.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It fucking went under.
Yeah.
So it's like, that was such a big thing. You're like, oh my God, I would fucking hate to go through life and say that. Because so many people around me, like good friends or acquaintances or whatever, but, oh, you'd be good at stand-up.
Yeah.
You should have a go at it. And hearing that for all your life, giving your ego a little bit of boost, but never doing it, God, it would drive me fucking insane.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think the biggest thing I've probably learnt from it would be when you don't want to do something, you got to do it.
Yeah.
It sounds so corny, but if it's like, oh, I can't be fucked going to gym. As soon as I say that, I have to go. If it's comedy, it's like, I do not want to do that tonight. I have to go. Like, I've got to do it. Yeah.
Jordan Peterson's got this really interesting quote.
Yeah.
For the 5th time.
Yeah.
And we're talking about God again here now, but he describes God, and this really clicked with me, as the voice inside of your head that is telling you, you know, you have to do that. Because there's that other voice that's like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to stay at home and I'm going to fucking just eat a burrito and be a lazy fuck. But God is the voice inside of your head that is saying, yeah, you could stay at home and eat a burrito, but you're better than that.
Yeah.
You know? And you should listen to God and fucking go and do stand-up comedy or follow whatever that bliss is that you want for yourself. Because, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, 100%.
I really like that you talked about the butterflies, though, because you probably know this, but a lot of people don't. The neuropharmacology, the neurochemistry that's happening when you're anxious and excited is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's the same chemicals that are pumping through your body that are having that effect on you. So if you just change the way you look at it.
Yeah. Which is not that easy, but it is good to do.
It is possible.
It's super possible.
Yeah.
And I think it just comes to practice for sure. I still trying to master it, but are you good at it? Are you pretty good at it? Just trying all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think boxing young was a big thing for me. Like I had my first competitive fight when I was 15, terrified. Thank fuck my hand got raised at the end of it. I wasn't sure I won, but it was hard and terrifying. And like, especially as a teenage boy, you know, you've got so much ego tied up in your ability to perform physically. And that definitely conditioned me. What I was trying to say is I feel like now in my life I've gotten to a point where it's not as big of an issue for me. The thing that I struggle with these days is like the imposter syndrome. But I stole this from that guy, Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett. He reframes imposter syndrome as it's a signal, as opposed to a signal of I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy enough of this thing. It's a signal to myself that I'm challenging myself, and I know that challenging myself is a good thing. Yeah, so whenever I feel that imposter syndrome of like I'm not good enough to do this, I revert back to that of like I reframe that to say that's a good sign, Joe, that you're scared, that you're not good enough for this, because it means that you're growing and that you'll be better for having overcome this thing. So just fucking lean into it. Yeah. Run hard.
Appreciate it.
Is that it?
We've been going for an hour and a half.
Is that an hour and a half?
It's an hour and a half.
I'm busting for a piss, so I'm glad that's over.
Love you, mate. Appreciate you coming
Thanks, bro. Have you got a wart on your finger?
Jiu-jitsu, mate.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? A skin tag or something?
Skin tags. Never had them before. Did jiu-jitsu. And it's given me.
That's been Sarah's biggest fear with me to go on jiu-jitsu. She's like, you're going to come home with fucking ringworm or something.
Yeah. I literally hate it. I've been.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I've literally burnt